Aiken gingerbread can't catch me. I been here, her the best. Don't let shit get in my head. Grown women think I'm sexy. Whoa, this bitch wanna give me neck. I want that chick. No sweat, shrooms in my bag. We had a lot of sex. Whoa, damn. I can taste color. Give me space. I ate 4 grams. I grew some alien. Take this shit to advance. It's a space shuttle. Taking off to bay. Hold my hand. Rollin' bitch like who you? Don't pass me your blunt. That's doo-doo. Just juke that bitch in pro moves. On FL on you Pro Tools. I ain't hollering at hoes, they holler at me on the hottest day, I'm so cool. I'm telling you, bro, I ain't saying shit, the guys that whole like so do. I'm getting these bitch the ish. I'm having my pick out a little. They pretty, I'm having them both. I don't give a fuck if they sisters. Package in a little. Pop big shit and all a little. Learn life, I caught my rhythm. Boss starting to butt the sisters. Ay, hit the check, count the bag with the sleep and walk with the rats. Bro, the money ain't start coming, took a trip that made it back. Giving out grace to G.O.D. boy, OG got me strapped. These pussy ass niggas like fake when we see me in the street, I don't want no doubt. Ain't see your cost a new phone. Got brand new whip, it's 2-tone. Got Carolina blue mics, Nick Carolina blue stones. My bad ass way too fat, I bossed up, gotta have it. She throwin' that shit in a circle. I'm running around trying to catch that. Aiken gingerbread can't catch me. I been here, her the bestie. Don't let shit get in my head. Grown women think I'm sexy. Whoa, this bitch wanna give me neck. I want that chick. No sweat, shrooms in my bag. We had a lot of sex. Whoa, damn. I can taste color. Give me space. I ate 4 grams. I grew some alien. Take this shit to advance. It's a space shuttle. Taking off to bay. Hold my hand. She want ready for the next level. That one part of the plan. To this paper. I can't come through right now, but I gotta hit you later. Sitting.
Cool. Hey, Ravens Queen, and you moved up. What's up with you? About to get back on that grind. I ain't streamed this much in a long time. Like back to back on it. Shit, I don't think I ever streamed this much. We about to get to it. I want to stay consistent too. Cause I know I probably won't stream at all, well, that much at all this weekend. Hell yeah. See what's going on out here. Just left the market. So look, this video about Campbell's Soup say, bad. Campbell's Soup VP caught on tape saying their soup is ish for poor people with bioengineered meat. So if you bought some Campbell's Soup, take that shit back. Basically.
Soup company employee is taking legal action against the food giant, and he's making some explosive allegations about one of its top executives. Good evening and thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Ty Steele.
I'm Kimberly Gill. Those allegations are now at the center of a lawsuit claiming the company's vice president went on an hour-long tirade attacking the company's products and employees before taking aim at its customers.
And the former employee reported it all. Eric Erickson shares that recording and what the company is saying about it.
We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit?
And that's just part of an over an hour-long rant, says former security analyst for Campbell's, Robert Garza of Monroe.
I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. So healthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, look at meat, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. The
recording allegedly of Campbell's VP and Chief Information Security Officer Martin Bally.
R.I.P. Campbell chicken noodle soup. I used to love Campbell's chicken noodle soup too. Dang, we'll never eat it again.
He has no filter.
Bally, along with another supervisor and Campbell Soup Company, named in a lawsuit filed Thursday. The suit claiming Bally made racist remarks, admits to coming to work high, and Garza fired for coming forward.
What do you think about the things that he was saying?
Oh, just pure disgust.
Garza says he usually worked remotely for Campbell's headquarters based in Camden, New Jersey. But thinking he'd be discussing his salary with Bally, he says the recording taken in person at a restaurant.
They couldn't think for the I'm like, you dumb
Garza says he felt sick after the rant, deciding to go to his direct supervisor in January, keeping the recordings to himself.
He had never had any disciplinary action. They had never written him up for poor work performance.
Garza says no one at Campbell's ever followed up, and it's taken him 10 months to find a new job. Calling the
Me either. I would never eat the chicken. I would always eat the broth and the noodles. I fuck the broth and the noodles up, but I never would eat the chicken.
The way the canned soup company handled it, simply terrible.
They have a motto, you know, like we treat you like family, you know, here at Campbell's, you know, come work for us, you know, we treat our employees like family. That's not the case.
We did just receive a statement from Campbell's. It says, quote, "If accurate, the comments in the recording are unacceptable. They do not reflect our values and the culture of our company. We are actively investigating this matter." We've also reached out directly to Martin Valley.
Dang, bro. R.I.P. Campbell Soup. That's wild. Look, check this out. This shit says super sus. Oh nah, Felice Johnson said there was a time in prison where he truly believed he had gotten his boyfriend pregnant. Bro, what the fuck? Oh my God, bro. What the?
Gambling one day and he whispered in my ear. I was gambling one day and he whispered in my ear and said, I won't tell you. So I said, "What is it, babe?" He said, "I've been to the doctor." I said, what's wrong? He said, "I'm pregnant." Man, I went nuts. I actually thought that I got him pregnant, right? I didn't know nothing about sex, right? I said, "Oh, goddamn." I said, "Look, man, somebody take my hand over." I picked him up in my arm and swung him around. I said, "Did they tell you if it's a boy or a girl?" He said, "No, not yet." And so it got so bad that the warden at the prison had me brought to his office. And I said, "Look, warden, I know I can't keep the child here at the prison, so I'm wondering if y'all can put my child somewhere where I can get some visitational rights." And he just looked at me like saying he's sick, you know. And he had a therapist and this lady, she said, "Well, I want to talk to you, Mr. Johnson." I said, "About what?" She said, "About your child." I said, "What about my child?" "You don't have." I said, "Look, man, who's this bitch?" And I'm ready to go off, right? And
What a man. This gotta be the craziest. This man literally thought he had done got a man pregnant in prison, bro. Wayne with the braids, what it do, bro? I thought you were what a man, fool. Look, man. Bro, he just... Hold on, cuz this shit is out of control.
Like saying he's sick, you know. And he had a therapist and this lady, she said, "Well, I want to talk to you, Mr. Johnson." I said, "About what?" She said, "About your child." I said, "What about my child?" "You don't have." I said, "Look, man, who's this bitch?" And I'm ready to go off, right? And it took me, they had to take me through a whole bunch of mental stuff before I realized that he wasn't pregnant because he put something up under his t-shirt and made his belly big. And when I tried to touch it, he said, "Get away from me. Don't you touch it. You ain't got the right to touch this baby because you the one to say you didn't want it and you let everybody tell you I wasn't pregnant. But nigga, you looking at my stomach right now. What you think now?" I cried everything, man.
Oh my God. What the?
Or hanging out with rappers.
God bless America, man. Hello, bro. The feature, he told her, "Bitch, get the feature." Blueface confirms Krishan Rock slept with a married Offset. Said it was her way of networking.
Actually,
nah, hell no. She had this thing about her where she looked like I was jealous or something, so she kind of started doing shit. My whole thing was like, once you become an artist, certain shit just is like, it's frowned upon, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, networking, dope. Take a picture, cool.
Right.
You know, get in the studio, cool. But a lot of these guys, they're not really trying to work. You know?
Right.
They're just trying to make it look like something it's not, and just basically just stake your buzz. And she just kept going for it. Every nigga, she just keeps going for it. Like,
do you know if it was true?
I'm looking like, bitch, get the feature.
Well, I was gonna say, do you know if it was true? Because there was this rumor that Offset hooked up with Krishan Rock.
Yeah, she got fucked.
While y'all were together?
Nah, I was already engaged with somebody else. So I didn't care. But she has a thing where she likes to make it seem like I care.
Right. So she fucked Offset while he was with Cardi.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right. The Miss Christian that
all that's bullshit.
All that shit's cat, brother. She's like one of these regular grapes on the sidewalk, bro. She's going, and there's no problem with it, gang. You feel me? It's just when you try to portray something else, that's when it becomes a problem. Like,
it's just weird that anybody
Nigga, that's your baby mama.
who has sex with her for the rest of her life will have to see her face.
Yeah.
Boy.
Those are the wrong journeys to celebrate, young men. There's no reward for coming home after 30 years. You don't get no fucking care package, nigga. You are a failure. Get your ass out here and help these kids, nigga. Pay that back forward. That's the reward. I got niggas all the time.
You got a point on that, man. Mike Epps been talking with a whole bunch of shit. He like a lot here, like, oh shit, we got sports news now. See what's going on?
Yeah,
in the sports
10,
world.
12.
Michael Jordan blast LeBron and KD for disrespecting them. He ain't hold back. What MJ say?
Years in, I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight. Coward.
We come to practice, he's on one leg. Like he was hurt the second year, he was on one leg the whole year and played 82 games. Wow. Like, and so he practiced every day and he played every game on one leg. And so he's like, man, MJ, why don't you just sit up? How can I be the leader of the team and sit out and y'all going through all the credit? I gotta be there.
I twist my ankle and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you know, you twist your ankle, young fella, come over and sit with me. You know, this is, you need to. I said, no, man, I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. You know, I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact.
Kevin Durant just crossed a line that nobody saw coming. On LeBron's podcast, he casually threw shade at Michael Jordan while LeBron sat there laughing. They thought nobody would call them out. They were wrong. Because Jordan's response didn't need words, it needed facts. And what he revealed will make you question everything you thought you knew about today's NBA superstars. The Mind the Game podcast was supposed to be real basketball talk from real basketball players. That's how they marketed it. But here's what it actually became. 2 guys sipping wine, gossiping about NBA legends, taking shots at the greatest players who ever lived. And if you pay attention to the episodes, there's always an agenda lurking underneath, always a target. And that target, more often than not, is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. During one episode, a fan asked about the triangle offense. LeBron and KD barely took it seriously, dismissing it as outdated, something that wouldn't work in today's game. Then they started talking about ring culture, how championships are overrated, how it's all anyone talks about. LeBron actually said he doesn't understand why rings are the be-all and end-all of everything in basketball. Think about that for a second. The guy chasing Jordan's legacy is now saying rings don't matter that much.
That's what I'm saying. How did that work, Wayne? And like, nigga, how we start throwing shots at MJ? Like, when y'all niggas get so goddamn cold, y'all think y'all better than a GOAT. When did that happen?
That wasn't even the worst part. Durant started talking about career longevity. He painted this picture like he was dropping wisdom, talking about how hard the grind is after 10 or 12 years in the league. Then he said it. Some people say, I want to go play baseball. Yeah, and then I want to come back. He paused, smiled, and added, some people say,
Michelle! Hey!
Blessings. Celebratory gesture emoji. Happy Turkey Day, Fave in chat.
Damn right. It's almost that time. It's almost that time. I need you to mail me a plate. I know you finna mail me a plate, please. I know you finna have that. Bah!
I'm gonna go 22 straight. LeBron started laughing. The camera caught it. He knew exactly what Durant was doing. Comparing Jordan, who retired to play baseball, to LeBron, who's played over 20 consecutive seasons. And in that moment, they weren't just having a conversation, they were making a statement. They were saying, Jordan quit. They were saying longevity matters more than greatness.
To have a long career, that's the goal, to be in the league for 20 years. That's the goal.
You know, it's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% at all times. So, you know, if I burn out, I burn out.
Pierce had it poked away, stolen by Jordan. Lohan's down on the floor. It's loose to Humphries. 40 shoot. Humphries 3.
You like the idea. Jordan coming up with the steal.
Oh, look at that. The 40-year-old dives to the hardwood.
What do you think of when you hear the term load management thrown around?
It shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. it was something that I felt like, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy.
It's all about winning championships and winning.
Here's the problem with Durant's cute little comment. It completely ignores the context of why Jordan retired in 1993, and that context changes everything. Jordan didn't wake up one morning and decide, you know what, I'm bored, let me go play baseball. His father was murdered that summer, killed in cold blood during a robbery. James Jordan, the man who pushed Michael to greatness, was gone. And Michael Jordan, at the peak of his powers, walked away from basketball to honor his father's memory and pursue the dream they'd talked about, playing professional baseball. So when Durant casually throws out, some people play baseball with that smirk on his face, he's not just being ignorant, he's being disrespectful. He's reducing one of the most painful moments in Jordan's life to a punchline. And LeBron, sitting right there, laughing along, co-signed it. Let's talk about when Jordan retired. Was it after a first-round playoff exit?
I know you finna have a whole street smelling good.
After getting embarrassed in the finals? No. Jordan retired after winning his third straight championship. He reached the absolute pinnacle of basketball. He did something Magic Johnson never did, something Larry Bird never did, something Isaiah Thomas never did, a three-peat, and he did it while dealing with the grief of losing his father. Basketball experts, former players, fans, they all agree that Jordan's 1991 to 1993 peak was the greatest stretch of basketball ever played. Some call it the best player at his best, so calling that quitting isn't just wrong, it's insulting. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Who's making these comments? Kevin Durant, one of the biggest quitters in NBA history. In 2016, after losing to the Warriors in the playoffs, Durant joined them. He joined the team that beat him, the 73-win team that already had Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. That move is widely considered the most spineless, gutless decision in league history. If you want to talk about quitting, that's the definition. And it didn't stop there. Since leaving Golden State, Durant quit on Brooklyn, demanded a trade, couldn't handle the pressure. Then he went to Phoenix and quit on them too. He couldn't even last 3 years without demanding out. This is the guy calling Michael Jordan a
Facts, burst. Why they take a shot? You know what I'm saying?
quitter. Then there's LeBron. When things got tough in Cleveland the first time, he took his talents to South Beach. When the Heat started declining in 2014, he bolted back to Cleveland. Then when that didn't work out, he ran to Los Angeles. Every time adversity hit, LeBron found the nearest exit. So for these two to sit on a podcast and mock Jordan for stepping away after a three-peat following his father's murder, that takes a special kind of nerve. The disrespect didn't end with a baseball comment. Durant kept going, talking about how the real goal for an NBA player should be playing 20 years, not winning championships, not MVPs, not maximizing your talent every single season, just longevity, just sticking around. And LeBron agreed, nodding along like this was some profound truth.
All right, Laker Nerd asks, why is the triangle offense less utilized in today's game?
To try to run the triangle offense right now, it'd be very challenging just because how the game is played and also how defense is covering.
10 to shoot. Jake going right to the rack. No defensive communication.
Why is ring culture so much more prevalent in the NBA than in other sports?
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the A-all, B-all of everything.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Like you mentioned a little bit about today's game, because we had Club on here and he talked about load management. He said, I don't know what the hell that is. Where is it going? And that's number one. And number two, how do we get it back?
Even for me, I love the NBA game, but then I turn on to a game, right? And then the stars are not playing because of load management. It's hurting the game.
This is where Jordan's entire philosophy destroys their argument without him even needing to address them directly. Michael Jordan never chased longevity, he chased perfection. Every single season, his goal was simple: maximize himself and maximize his team, win championships, win MVPs, dominate on both ends of the floor, leave everything out there, and if that meant a shorter career, so be it. Jordan said it himself. If I burn out, I burn out. That means my career is short.
Hey, salute to my boy GZ, man. Huncho, salute to you, bro. Salute, my nigga.
I'll go play golf somewhere. Compare that mindset to what Durant just said. Playing 20 years as the goal. Not greatness, not legacy, just survival, just collecting paychecks. Jordan played 15 years total, but really only 13 full seasons. In that time, he won 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, 10 scoring titles, and made 9 all-defensive teams. That's not just impressive, that's near perfection. Now look at Durant and LeBron combined. They've played 39 seasons, nearly 3 times as long as Jordan's peak, and what do they have to show for it? 6 championships total, 5 MVPs, 6 finals MVPs, 5 scoring titles, and 5 all-defensive selections combined. In almost 40 years of basketball, they accomplished less than Jordan did in basically a decade. Think about that, twice the time, half the result.
Wait. Let's look at these numbers, bro. CP3, what it do, G? CP3 in his mode. Bro, let's look at these numbers, man. It's taking KD and LeBron combined 20 years to do what MJ did in 10, and he retired halfway through it. I don't want to hear nobody else compare nobody to goddamn Jordan, dog. Both of these niggas together. Ain't did more than MJ by himself. That's wild. KD and LeBron got 6 together. MJ got this shit by himself. Finals MVP. KD and LeBron got 6 together. MJ got that shit by himself. It take both of y'all niggas to make a MJ. And MJ still beating them niggas in the points per game and all defensive. Still beating them in scoring titles and being on the all defensive team. This is like, bruh, I don't want to hear nothing else about no mother. I don't want to hear nothing else about it, dog. That's crazy.
Jordan wasn't just talking theory when he discussed his approach.
Nah, see, it's one name. It's one name you can put in the mix, and these numbers will be totally different. That's good old Bean. You know what I'm saying? But down there, if you compare Bean numbers and MJ shit, Kobe just probably a step off. But for the fact it take LeBron and KD combined to make MJ numbers, man, that shit's stupid. Feel like the ring with the new players, new rules, and new people got softer and scared of the ball during MJ years. He was still hustling to the ball. He was shooting and dunking with yeah, hell yeah. Man, hell yeah. You can't even, like, if I was to buy the NBA League Pass, I would be so pissed. Because every time I turn the game on thinking I'm finna see one of these dudes playing, they're going to be in street clothes. And that's usually the case when I tune in to NBA games. Just random games I tune in, the stars are not there. Them niggas on street clothes. We watching second string and bench players. We watching niggas in the G League. Boy, I gotta tighten up, man.
The basketball, he lived it. When he came into the league as a rookie in 1984, he played all 82 games, every single one. That year, 40 players in the entire NBA played a full season. Jordan averaged 38.3 minutes per game, ranking 4th in the entire league. His total minutes ranked 3rd, behind only Buck Williams and Larry Bird. From day one, Michael Jordan was an Iron Man. This was in an era where the game was harder, more physical, and the travel was brutal. Teams flew commercial. They had one trainer and one strength coach. They practiced harder and longer. Back-to-backs were constant, and yet players still showed up. In the 1999 to 2000 season alone, 58 players played.
And the boys was on coke.
All 82 games, 58, let that sink in. Compare that to today. In 2022, the fewest players in NBA history played a full season. Then 2023 broke that record. Then 2024, then 2025. The worst years for availability in NBA history are happening right now in the 2020s, when players have every advantage imaginable. Private jets, entire medical staffs, sports science, personalized nutrition, state-of-the-art training facilities, and they're playing less than ever. Why? Because the mindset.
He was flopping to a new level, dog. They definitely flopping to a whole nother. It's an art to that shit now.
Changed? Jordan explained it perfectly without ever mentioning LeBron or Durant by name. He talked about load management, about resting when you're not hurt, about prioritizing comfort over competition. He said, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove myself. The fans are there watching. I want to impress that guy way up in the top deck who probably worked his butt off just to afford a ticket.
It might not be in the team's best interest, in your best interest, to play all 82. Is that something you thought about at all since you made the goal?
That's a goal, but we see.
The next day. I'm available to go and be in the pro. If OBJ shows up, he might score 100.
You know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket or to get money to buy the ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck at the Palace in Auburn Hills to watch you when you came to Detroit?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me and I want to shut him up. So if the guys are coming to watch me play, I don't want to miss that opportunity. Now, physically, if I can't do it, then I can't do it. But physically, if I can do it and I just don't feel like doing it, that's a whole different lens.
That's the difference. Jordan respected the game. He respected the fans. He understood that being an NBA player is a privilege, not a burden. When you make $95 million and you're sitting out games because you're tired, that's a slap in the face to everyone who paid to see you play. LeBron has only played a full 82-game season once in his entire career. Once. In over 20 years, guys like Bird, Kobe, Duncan, even Allen Iverson did it multiple times. But the so-called face of the NBA, the guy chasing Jordan's throne, he's played a full season one time. And here's the thing. When LeBron rests, when he load manages, it sends a message to the entire league. If the best player can sit out, why can't everyone else? It trickles down. Role players start resting. Bench guys start resting. The whole league adopts the mentality that games don't really matter unless it's the playoffs, and even then, guys are sitting out playoff games now. Jordan's era was different because Jordan set a different standard. When Michael Jordan was the face of the NBA, players showed up, they competed, they played through injuries. Jordan himself missed 64 games one season. With a broken foot, management wanted him shut down for the year. Jordan refused. He came back and played limited minutes. But when the game was on the line with 30 seconds left, he demanded to be on the floor. The crowd roared. Jordan got his way, and he played. That's leadership. That's what a face of the league looks like. There's a story that perfectly captures Jordan's mentality. Artis Gilmore, a former Bulls player, told rookie Michael Jordan, "If you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor." Basically, stop diving for loose balls, stop playing so hard, preserve yourself. Jordan's response? What? He's crazy. That's what basketball is all about.
Artis Gilmore told me one time he played for Chicago. He said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy because that's what basketball is all about.
Bird takes it away from Wilkins, goes to the floor and gets it up ahead.
Yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in.
You didn't even see it. Like when Bird dove, you know what I'm saying? He went head first into that man's knee.
And I got 4 MVPs.
Then threw a dot.
4 championships.
Damn.
Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
That sounds so corny now, though. I ain't gonna fake. That sounds corny now.
Right? Yeah. And then I want to come back. Well, some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight.
This rest stuff just drives me crazy. You're playing basketball for a living, okay? I understand if you're working in the coal mine that you may need a rest day after it. You're playing basketball.
But you have to really play hard. Does that hurt you physically? No, because when I play hard all the time. You know, it's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% at all times.
Jordan and Larry Bird both played under 15 full seasons. Why? Because they left everything on the floor every single night. Diving for balls, playing lockdown defense, doing whatever it took to win. They didn't pace themselves. They didn't think about year 20. They thought about that night's game and that year's championship. Durant and LeBron have been playing for their own individual glory.
Jesus. Hey, that's bars right there, boy. That's some bars, bro. Said they was not thinking about 20 years. They were thinking about that night, this year championship. That's absolute facts.
For years now. Stats, points, all-time leaderboards. LeBron literally admitted that if he cared about stats, he never would have retired in 93. Oh, wait, that was Jordan talking. Jordan said if he cared about scoring records, he would have kept playing, chasing Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But he didn't care. He cared about rings. He cared about winning. There's another layer to this that people aren't talking about in this new podcast era. Punching up at legends has become not just acceptable, it's encouraged. Guys like Jeff Teague, Tracy McGrady, Dwayne Wade, Gilbert Arenas, and now Durant and LeBron are all taking shots at Jordan and Kobe. It's open season on the guys at the top of the mountain. Everyone's looking up at them, and the easiest way to make a name for yourself now is to tear them down. But here's the problem. Jordan doesn't need to respond directly. His legacy does the talking. His 6 rings do the talking. His perfect finals record does the talking. His highlight reel does the talking. And most importantly, his mentality.
You play basketball 2.5 hours a day, 3 hours a day. Right? That's your job. That's what you get paid to do as an NBA player. What are you doing the other 21 hours? I mean, to me, that's when you should be preparing for your next day of work.
The mentality that built the NBA into what it is today does the talking. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, they earned everything they got. When corporate America came calling with sponsorships and endorsements, these guys had already proven themselves. They had the game to validate the hype. Today, players get max contracts and shoe deals before they play a single NBA game. They're paid on potential, not performance. And that creates a bad work ethic. When you get everything handed to you, you don't work as hard. You don't appreciate it the same way. Jordan's rookie contract was nothing compared to what rookies make now. He had to earn every dollar, every endorsement, every bit of respect. And that hunger, that edge, that's what made him great. That's what modern players are missing. So when Durant says the goal is playing 20 years, he's exposing the difference between his generation and Jordan's. Jordan's goal was never to just stick around. It was to dominate, to be the best, to leave a legacy that nobody could touch. And he did that in 13 full seasons. Durant and LeBron have had almost 40 combined seasons, and they're still chasing Jordan's ghost. Here's the kicker. NBC recently brought Michael Jordan back into the NBA fold. Why? Because even now, even after retiring over 20 years ago, Jordan has more power and influence than LeBron James and even Adam Silver. If Jordan speaks, people listen. If Jordan says players should compete, should play every game, should respect the fans, that message resonates. It changes the culture. That's Jordan's real response to Durant and LeBron. Not words, not a podcast, not a Twitter rant. His response is his continued relevance. His response is that his name still carries more weight than anyone in the game today. His response is that when the NBA needs to fix its culture problem, they don't call LeBron, they call Michael Jordan. Durant and LeBron can laugh on their podcast all they want. They can dismiss rings, dismiss the triangle offense, dismiss everything Jordan built. But at the end of the day, they're still measured against him. Every debate still comes back to him. Every all-time list still has him at the top. and no amount of longevity will ever change that. Because Michael Jordan didn't chase years, he chased greatness, and greatness doesn't need 20 years to prove itself. It just needs one moment, one game, one season to show the world what the best looks like. Jordan had 13 of those seasons. Durant and LeBron combined still haven't matched him. So yeah, Michael Jordan responded to Durant and LeBron. He just didn't need to say their names to do it. His legacy, his mindset, his entire approach to basketball, that's the response. And it's louder than anything they could ever say on a podcast. If you think today's NBA has lost its way, hit that like button. If you think players need to start respecting the game and the fans again, drop a comment. And if you want to see more breakdowns exposing what's really going on in basketball, subscribe, because this conversation is far from over.
Yeah, commentator of the video, commentator, the commentator and the commentary, he got off. Goddamn, I bet you MJ would probably watch this video like, you know what, boy, I couldn't have said that shit better myself. Like. MJ gonna drop a like on this bitch, boy. But nah, that's a good ass video right there, bro. Bro put some shit in perspective real quick. While we still in the motherfucking sports bag. Hold on. While we still in the sports bag real quick. Matter of fact, keep it on basketball.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles.
Salute the
Dreamers
Dreamers
welcome
Pro.
you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a really spicy show for y'all. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel, right? So this was a video that was sent to me from one of our viewers here that follows the channel. And he told me to check out this video that was dropped by Gil's Arena, I believe it was yesterday. And the title of the video is called Bronny James Playing Scared Blows Up Gil's Arena. Now, initially, I didn't want to watch the video because I'm like, I'm not in the mood like to hear dudes twerking it up for Bronny and doing this, and I just wasn't in the mood. So he's like, nah, man, check it out. Rashad really went off. And shout out to Rashad McCann, man. He a cool dude. So I decided to click on the video. And on this particular panel, not only was Rashad there, but they had Kenyon Martin, Gil, and of course, Nick Young. Now, Kenyon Martin, if you're aware, he also has a son that plays in the NBA. I think he played for the Clippers. I can't remember the other team he played for, but I know he played for the Clippers, and it was another team. So Kenyon Martin also has some knowledge on this type of dichotomy. So usually what ends up happening is whenever you talk about Bronny in a way that's not positive, you usually hit with the, oh, man, he the 55th pick, man. Why are you talking about the 55th pick? Why are you talking about the 55th pick? Why are you talking about the 55th pick? And that's essentially what was going on with Gil and Nick Young. But then Rashad McCann brought up a point that I've been saying, and a lot of people have been saying, which is he's a basketball player, bro. Regardless of the pick, he's the second player. Excuse me. He's in his second year in the NBA, and he gets promoted as a 55th pick more than even some NBA All-Stars. They're NBA All-Stars that will put on do a dunk or whatever it is, a crossover, and they're not going to make it on SportsCenter or Instagram or House of Highlights or Bleacher Report. But Bronny will if he has a dunk or this and this. Man, he'll make it up there. So
Bronny can do a motherfucking layup. Oh, look at the athleticism on a fucking layup, boy. They niggas be losing it about Bronny.
It's not like as if, oh, Bronny James is not being like praised. It's like y'all don't want. He's basically saying y'all don't want there to be any critique on his game when he doesn't do well. And he was essentially saying him and Kenyon Martin, stop trying to put this dude in diapers. Like, and he cursed out Nick Young and Gilbert Arenas over. But before we even get into what these guys had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. Bruh. You pick Kevin Durant for more than 27 today and use code. They brought up some good points, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what these guys had to discuss here.
You look at these guys, if they're ready, go in and show us. Year 2, everybody's walking around on eggshells like, can we say this now about him? Is it okay? Is he, man, what you mean? He's grown ass man. He playing in the league. He got to perform. I don't see second round pick. I see you got an opportunity, take advantage.
I dig it.
Take advantage of this opportunity. You in the gym every day, just like everybody else on every other team. Hit them shots, bro. Take that shot. What is it that's not giving you the confidence to take that shot and make that shot? That looks like you said, a scared boy out there. You don't look like he want to make mistakes. He don't feel comfortable making mistakes. So you got to have confidence from your coach.
Damn right. Get that paper. Get that
paper. Players around you. Take that shot. He's not Rudy. Are we treating him like Rudy from the movie Rudy?
Yeah. But as a player, does it give you confidence when the head coach is literally screaming at you,
shoot it.
But if the message can be the message. Like he can hear it daily from everybody. But if he's not comfortable when that ball comes his way, he's not gonna shoot it. If he's not confident in his ability, he's not gonna shoot it. Like he's just gonna continuously pass up shots. That's just what it is, man. Like so, but you continuously put him in that situation.
Starting him,
like it's wild.
Starting him is insane.
Like if
You're
you
trying to build.
you're trying to help him with it. Yes,
that's a game plan. How else would you do it though? How else would you go about building the confidence? Let him come off the bench and give him more shots. Call plays for him. Put him in the starting lineup.
Bronny's situation. Bronny's the only person that's been in Bronny's situation. A great father, one of the greatest you consider in the game. Then your son come in. Nobody done that. He's the only person that's been in that situation that get criticized. That from 13 to now, every day, he's still been criticized. That is on you.
Who made the decision?
Ain't nobody been criticizing the child.
Who made the decision?
Talking about now when they just a pro.
But you made the decision.
Once you become a pro, so just hear me out. Once the decision was made for him to become a pro, they opened the door for criticism.
Opened the door, bro.
Criticized.
No, ain't nobody criticizing.
To USC.
Ain't nobody criticizing that Sierra Canyon.
He was an All-American.
I heard it.
Donald's All-American.
We all heard it.
Everybody expected
But
it.
did they tell the truth or did they criticize him, Nick?
It's y'all true.
No, who's y'all? No, ain't no y'all to it. I'm asking. I'm not talking about. I said I want to talk about the kid, but I'm being honest here. Who is the criticism fair or not, Nick?
You ain't been in a situation.
Huh?
What's the situation?
No, I know I haven't been, but that ain't the question I asked. Is the criticism fair or not?
I'm just saying.
Has the criticism
if Bronny came out of high school averaging 25
if
games,
the criticism that you heard
every day when everything you do is spotlighted, good or bad, you're gonna get talked about.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about the 55th pick this year, the 55th pick last year,
is the criticism
from the year
fair?
before him. Nobody talk about nobody other
asking
kids.
you a question,
but
Nick.
as soon as he step on the floor, every time he's on the floor,
So is the
we say
criticism
something
fair?
about him.
So
You want to live like that.
Is the criticism fair or not?
No. So if it's unfair, why did you put yourself in this position?
Because I love basketball myself, so I can't do.
Yes, you can, but you're going to get criticized for it. We're not going to change the business model.
So if I just stop playing, I'm gonna get criticized.
We're not going to change the business model
If I
for
just
you.
say let y'all and quit and
Then
do
the
what
people
y'all want
win,
to
Just
do.
because you the son of some other player don't mean you going to get. Bro,
no, that's the only
Gary
reason I'm going to get That's the only reason you're going to criticize
Gary
me.
Payton Jr.
Is because I'm LeBron's son.
Because Gary Payton Jr. get criticized.
No, you've never talked about Gary Payton Jr.
We never talked basketball,
No, you never.
right?
No.
But it took him a long time to get to the league based on his dad being a Hall of Famer and not going and say, look, pick my son up.
But did you ever talk about it? No. You don't even talk about the #1 pick last year.
I do.
You didn't talk about him last year. You're not talking about him this year.
Excellent. So you heard what they had to say. What are my thoughts about it? Guys, look. Rashad is speaking from the standpoint like a lot of people. It's almost like
Billy, what did he do?
Like as if Bronny is off limits. It's almost like as if he's off limits. And out of all of the NBA players in the NBA, he's the only one that I keep hearing being referred to as a kid. Even when his father came in the NBA, no one was referring to LeBron James as a kid. They were referring to him as LeBron James. LeBron James. When it was time to produce, it was time to produce. But the problem what these guys have, I think, with Rashad and people like him and Kenya is that they don't want there to be any expectations. They don't want any expectations because they keep riding about, oh, he's a 55th pick. Okay, fine. If he's a 55th pick, we won't talk about it. You guys don't promote him. But wasn't it the same Gil's Arena when the Lakers had a 6-2 record? Wasn't it them that posted a video, a thumbnail? As a matter of fact, put up the thumbnail of Gil's Arena when the Lakers had a 6-2 record and Bronny had nothing to do with it, but they still promoted him like as if he was the driving force behind it. Take a look at this image here. Cool. You can see it. You see it right there. So y'all are talking about he low-hanging.
Bronny James and the Lakers roll have saved the season. Get the fuck out of here. He got a point. He done fried him, boy. He got him.
Fruit, but y'all promoting him, and Son is not. Bro, let's look at the stats. This season, Son is averaging 2.1 points per game on 29, let's say 30% shooting from the field, 27% shooting from the three, 0.9 rebounds, 0.5 assists, 0.8 steals. He's averaging less points this year than last year. He's shooting worse this year from the floor and from the 3-point line. They're not talking about this. That didn't stop them from promoting him all over the internet. That didn't stop last night when Bronny James hit a three, his only 3 points that he made in that game. They were promoting it all over social media. So at that point, he's no longer low-hanging fruit. At that point, it's like, oh, it's Bron's son. All y'all want is for there to just keep giving him pats on the back, and if he does something wrong or he doesn't play well, nobody should say nothing about it. Then you start reaching for the 50th. He keeps bringing up the 54th, the 53rd, the 50th. When was the last time you saw ESPN, any of these companies, promote any of them? The same reason people are going at Bronny is the same reason people are defending him, because he's LeBron's son. That's why. That's why. But shout out to Rashard McCann and Kenyon Martin for keeping it a bean on that particular topic, man. We gotta knock it off with all this twerking, man. Like, we gotta knock it off at a certain point. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comments.
Damn. Boy, got to tighten up, man. Dang. That's crazy. All right, what we did. Oh, yeah. Jamar Chase spit on Jalen Ramsey. What, dude?
Men, Steve, spitting on other grown men. Is this an NFL problem? Is this something that happens regularly? You were in the league for an eternity. I want to start here with the Jamar Chase, Jalen Ramsey situation. In all your years in the NFL, Steve, how often does this happen? Because it's happened now twice in this NFL season, first with Jalen Carter and Dak Prescott at the opening week of the season.
Yeah, I remember that.
And now with this one with Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey. Is this something that happens in the league? Because I find it gross.
I've been spat on before.
You have? Okay.
Yes, in the Super Bowl 2003/2004 in Houston against the New England Patriots. What's his name? Poole.
Tyrone Poole.
I was roasting his ass. I was dog cussing him. I'm talking about disrespectful, calling him. I wasn't calling any of his family members out of his name. I was looking that man in the eye and talking straight nonsense. And his reply, he spat in my face, bro, and it was tough. Now, 46.
What was the toughest part? It actually happening? Restraining yourself? Which part of it was...
Not slapping the shit out of him. How about that?
That's what I mean. I used restraining yourself, but I should have just said not. No.
I don't want to use a big word. Let's just use a dumb word.
Yeah.
Right. A lack of intelligence word, because when you spit on somebody, it's really disgusting, bro. Yeah. It really is. And I'm a huge Jamar Chase fan.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna allow this one incident to now all of a sudden characterize him as an individual moving forward and call him this or call him that. I did reach out to him, and I'm not gonna disclose our conversation.
That's fine.
And I love the fact that he and I talked a little bit, and what I mean, love the fact he didn't avoid anything. Right? Now the video comes out and it's like, ooh. But
cameras are pretty good these days.
Bro, the cameras are ridiculous. Here's the one thing I did think. This is just me trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Right? I know Jalen Ramsey, we have a really good rapport. He's a spicy dude. He loves to talk. He loves to get in the mental game. He's doing an excellent job as safety, right? Playing, really got that defense going. They made some adjustments.
Playing safe.
But when I saw the video, I was like, damn. And so I kind of thought the way he was talking as it was happening, so maybe it was kind of something where, because I've done that before, not spit on anybody, but where you talk in a little bit of phlegm or saliva comes out.
Happens.
It happens. So trying to hope that maybe that was the case, but the way the camera is,
that's a tough one. It's tough. And so I want to start there, Steve, because you mentioned all the trash you were talking to Tyrone Poole and all everything that you were kind of giving him, the business essentially, which happens all over the football field. With different
it is outside of the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But you can include them.
There's a couple.
There is 10 different conversations going on, and a lot of them ain't good. It's a lot of MFing, it's a lot of bleeping, and it's a lot of crap talking.
And who loves to be a part of that and spice it up? Jalen Ramsey. He even admitted it after the game that I love talking shit. I love the back and forth of trash.
Me too.
Talk.
I love it.
But he said the minute he spit on me,
he said F it.
And you saw him kind of snap. So that took it to another level. There was an incident earlier in the game where I saw Jamar Chase go for a ball and Jalen got him up high behind, kind of blindsided him and drilled him really good. This thing was kind of building as it went. I think he also claimed that Jamar stole his mouthpiece at some point during the game, which is a bit bizarre. But
I hope
also,
he didn't put it in
looked
his
it
mouth.
up. I hope he didn't do that. No, we got too much going on.
Well,
If that's
I've
the case.
had guys take my towel, right? They do little things to kind of just annoy you, so it happens.
Yeah, and apparently this isn't the first time Jamar's done that. He took Minka Fitzpatrick mouthpiece once before,
And
so maybe
did
he probably just throws them. And
yes,
takes them and throw them.
I actually have done it now that I think about it. I've taken somebody's towel, like
And just
walk
throw
past
it?
a dude, and I just yank the towel and then throw it on the floor. And the dude goes, "What was that for?" Nah, because I felt like it.
Okay, well here's the
Steve Smith was an asshole, bro. That's crazy. Man, I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here, dog. I just want to smoke one with y'all real quick, see what was going on. This motherfucking sun is, I mean, yeah, a little bit of sun ain't gonna hurt. This shit been right in my eyeballs the past 30 minutes. I think that's enough for now. Yeah, I gotta get off this motherfucking computer. I'm gonna check y'all out a little bit later on, man.